The 4 stages of a job opening.
Most jobs are filled before employers even need to advertise them. To find these opportunities, you have to get into an employer before the job is made fully public. Here are the 4 stages of a job opening. 1. There is no job open now. Before a job is created or available, it obviously does not exist. If you asked an employer if he or she had a job opening at this stage, that person would say no. Perhaps no openings are planned or all positions are occupied. In a conventional job search, there would be no basis for you to have an interview with this employer. Most job seekers completely ignore the opportunities that exist in this situation. Yet should an opening become available at any time in the future, those who are already known to the employer will be considered before all others. About 25% of all jobs are filled by people the employer knows of before the job is even open. 2. No formal opening exists, but one or more insiders know of a possibility. As time goes on, someone in an organization can usually anticipate a position becoming available before one actually opens up. It could be the result of a new marketing campaign or product, an increase in business, an observation that someone is not doing well on the job, someone who is thinking about relocating, or a variety of other things. It's not always the boss who knows first, either. In previous jobs, I have often known that a coworker was looking for another job even though the boss did not. Or I wondered why a certain person didn't get fired. Typically, if you were to ask an employer if there were any job openings at this stage, you would be told no once again. And there is no job opening yet. For this reason, most job seekers keep on looking, not realizing that a job opportunity is right before them. Unfortunately for them, about 50% of all jobs are filled by people whom the employer knows by this stage of an opening. 3. A formal opening now exists, but it has not been advertised. At some point in time, the boss finally says that, yes, there is a job opening and that the organization is looking for someone to fill it. However, with few exceptions, days or even weeks go by before that job is advertised in some public way. If you were to ask whether a job opening exists at this stage, you might still get a no, depending on whom you ask. In larger organizations, even the Human Resources Department doesn't get formal notice of an opening for days or even weeks after the opening is known to people who work in the affected department. In large organizations, people who work there often don't know of openings in other departments. In smaller organizations, of course, most staff would know of any formal openings. In any case, once a job opening finally reaches this stage, it is the first time a person using a conventional approach to the job search might get a yes response to the question of whether any openings were available. About 75% of all jobs are filled by someone who finds out about the job before it leaves this stage. 4. The job opening is finally advertised. As more time goes by and a job opening does not get filled, it might be advertised in the newspaper or posted online, a sign may be hung in the window, career services are notified, or some other action is taken to make the opening known to the general public. At this stage, virtually every job seeker can know about the opening, and if the job is reasonably desirable, a thundering horde of job seekers will now come after it.